Hey guys, welcome to Maya Tarot. This is going to be the love and relationship read for the lovely sign, earthy sign of Taurus for the month of November 2018. It will apply if you have your sun, moon, rising, or Venus in Taurus. So guys, the question I'm asking is what are the energies for Taurus for this upcoming month? And these are all the cards that have flipped, quite a number. So let's take a look. I'm not sure how to take this. So I'm going to take this up right. Okay. So the underlying energy, Taurus, is this is the Five of Swords. This is the energy that is affecting the whole of the month. This is what is in the environment around you, and there's some conflict, some arguments, maybe some petty squabbles which are either already there in your relationship or some issues, minor issues might keep coming up. This is minor arcana, so nothing very shattering, but that's the underlying energy. A lot of communication, maybe some harsh communication, some words that may be spoken that may hurt one or the other, but these are very minor issues which do happen in relationships. So the first card is the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles is it's an earthy card. It's a card of fulfillment in the material plane. It's getting whatever you want that makes you stable, makes you feel stable, grounded in the material sense. That is what the Ten of Pentacles is. So it looks like you might be in a long-term partnership with your loved one. You know, there are dogs and they seem to be in a very stable environment, some sort of stable relationship. That's what we're talking about. The next card is the High Priestess. This might be your energy this month, Taurus. The High Priestess is a female energy, someone who is in touch with her spiritual self, someone who is who's guided towards truth in every situation, someone who can see clarity, and someone who may be very much in touch with her higher self. That's the High Priestess. Sometimes the High Priestess can also be, it can also be about secrets. The High Priestess may deal with rituals, with secrets, with things that are hidden. The next card is a lovely card. It's the Two of Cups. It's the Minor Arcana Soulmate card. It's about a soul connection that you have with somebody. And with the Ten of Pentacles, I do feel it's a stable, long-term relationship. There's a lot of love, affection, and understanding in this relationship. The next card is the Fool card, and the Fool can represent a brand new journey. It can represent taking a leap of faith, jumping off into something new, into the unknown. It can be an Aries that you are dealing with, might even be a Gemini. The next card is a Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is a card about a change in perspective, getting enlightenment, or getting to see the truth in a situation by changing your point of view. We'll come to know more about this once we start taking out the clarifiers, because there are a few cards that I'm concerned or curious about, I should say. And the next card actually is the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is a card about feeling confused. This person is blindfolded, so refuses to see the truth or is unable to see the truth and clarity in a situation. And this card is about being conflicted mentally, but with the moon and with the water in the background, it could also be that you are confused emotionally. Sometimes it's a choice between two partners, two paths, two jobs, two ways of thinking. Something, there is some conflict. So that's the Two of Cups. Now, when I look at this spread, it's a very positive spread. What I'm actually getting is that, there have been some conflicts, some bickering, some arguing in a long-term stable relationship. And it might be because of different points of view, It might be that you're not able to agree on, things like how to use your finances, because this is a pentacle card. Where to invest your money, where to settle, where to travel, could be anything like that. But it looks like there is a change in perspective at some point of time, and there's a brand new start. If this is a relationship where there was a lot of conflict, it looks like there's a brand new start. That's what I'm getting. But let's start taking some clarifiers, because I feel there are some things that are going to come out in this reading. With the High Priestess, there's something definitely hidden, and we need to have a look at it and see what is hidden. So let's start by taking a look at the Ten of Pentacles. What's the Ten of Pentacles for Taurus for the month of November 2018? And I have my card. And this is the Five of Cups. It's called the Disappointment card in this deck. It's the cloth deck, the miniature one. So there is some sorrow, some unhappiness related to a long-term stable relationship. It could be that all these conflicts, the frequent arguments, not seeing eye to eye, that is what is creating conflict. Then I have the Ace of, what is this? The Ace of Discs, the Ace of Pentacles. It could be with regard to finances. As I said, you are not able to agree about finances. It could be about a new job offer. It could be about something, maybe an offer of money that is coming in, some new money that is coming in. You can't decide where to put it, something like that. Let's take one more card if I can get it to further clarify the situation. And I have two. I have the Ten of Wands, the card of oppression. It looks like this situation is quite burdensome to you. Frequently clashing with this person has been quite burdensome. The Three of Wands, turning your back. One of you, either you or your partner, is thinking actually of turning his or her back on this situation, because the frequent conflicts are not seeing eye to eye is just draining. Is just draining this person. Or it could be that there's a new offer of a job that's coming in, and someone is deciding that it's time to travel, to move on, and the other partner is not happy with that. I still want to see if I can get some further clarifiers. Can I get some characters on this? I have one. La Superbia. This is a card of happiness, but sometimes this can also be the card of the dandy person, a person who is very egocentric, whose own opinion is the one that matters the most to them. Maybe that's the issue in this relationship. Maybe you or your partner, I'm getting your partner's energy more than yours, is very um, the person does not change his or her point of view. Is very stubborn, very stuck in his or her opinion, stuck in their ways. Let's have a look at the High Priestess. All right. And on the High Priestess, I have the Two of Cups yet again, but this time it came up in the reverse. And I have the Eight of Cups. It came up in the reverse as well. It's a card of walking away. So yeah, that's the message I feel that I got actually. That with all this conflict, someone is ready to walk away from this relationship, though the love, though the affection is there. But you feel there's so much of conflict, constant bickering, constant fighting, not being able to agree on anything. So it's pointless. One of you thinks it's pointless. Let's have a look at the Two of Cups. Let's have a look at the Two of Cups. On the Two of Cups, I have the Fool card yet again. There is a brand new start in a love relationship. Whether it is this love relationship or a new one, I'm not very sure. I got the Chariot. This came up in the reverse. It's major arcana. Somebody was definitely thinking about moving with the Fool card, but that movement is delayed for some reason. The Queen of Cups. There's a lack of because of the constant arguments. The I feel that the love and the affection is draining out of that relationship, and you or your partner feels that, and that's the reason you don't want to invest in this anymore. Tired. There's so much of arguing. You spend your whole time arguing, though that connection is still there, but nobody even talks about that connection. No one expresses their emotions or their love for each other. And that's causing this relationship to dwindle. There's so much of potential in this relationship, but all right, I was looking at the Fool, and on the Fool, I have the Ten of Cups. It's called the Satiety card, and it came up in the reverse. Someone definitely wants to make a brand new start or is thinking about making a brand new start because of all these conflicts. Yeah, I have the Six of Wands that came up in the reverse, and that's what I keep getting throughout. The Six of Wands is the Six of Wands. Triple five, triple five. Hi, thanks for joining me. So, the Six of Wands is a card of travel, of movement, of victory. But when this comes up in the reverse, it's again a delay. So I keep getting this message. Someone wants to move on. Someone is fed up, makes all the plans, but then something holds the person back. This connection holds the person back. And actually, a lot of relationships, a lot of our relationships, they actually go that way. There are times and there are phases when we feel totally disconnected from our partner. And, but I feel that at some level, that love, that affection, that connection is there. You do see, if this is you, then you do see potential. You do see that there is a chance to make it grow, provided there are some changes. So let's have a look at the hangman. Let's have a look at the hangman. All right. On the hangman, I got the Five of Wands. This is a card of again conflict, sometimes physical conflict, and this came up actually in the reverse. In the reverse, it can actually mean physical conflict. So if that's where your relationship is at, unfortunately, it may actually be time to move on. And then I got major arcana, the Wheel of Fortune. Things are starting to change. Things are starting to change. I feel by the end of November. Uh, there is some positive change that starts coming up. Of course, if this is physical violence, then yeah, my advice to you would be to don't walk, just run out of that situation because nothing and no one is worth disrespecting yourself. I generally don't give personal advice, but this is one instance where I'm going to say it. If physical abuse is involved against you or your partner or your child, pack your bags and leave. It doesn't really matter. Nothing else matters. The next card is the Ten of Discs, and this also came up in the reverse. So I feel there are major issues, not just minor ones, major issues. Someone is not giving money in the home. That is also possible. Or someone is out of a job, and that is what the issue is. There's an issue with finances, there's an issue with material stability, emotional fulfillment. There are many issues in this relationship. At some point of time, there was a lot of love, a lot of affection, but it's draining away. It's like the daily drudgery, the daily grind is pulling you two apart. Let's have a look at the Two of Swords. I'm going to actually take out a few cards after this to see what your partner's energy is because I'm actually just picking up one person's energy at the moment. Might be either yours or your partner's. And I have the Death card. There's a transformation. Someone is thinking, contemplating, wondering what to do, how to solve the situation. I keep getting that this is your partner's energy, how to get through this. And then something changes. With the hangman, with the death card, something changes. Let's see what changes. The Eon card, Trump's card. The fact that this connection is so long wearing, it's such a long term connection. I think your partner realizes that minor adjustments or even a major adjustment, a major change is needed to keep this relationship going. Let me see if I can get one more card on that. These two wanted to come out actually. Many, in fact. The Tower, a huge change is going to happen. If it hasn't already happened, the Tower is major arcana. It represents the breaking down of everything that was built up but not stable because something new, something fresh, something brand new has to take its place. And look what is coming in the Star card. It might be an Aquarian that you are dealing with. And then I have an interesting Four of Swords. In most decks, it's the card of resting. But look, in this deck, in the top deck, it's called the card of truce. So I do feel very strongly, Taurus, that the month ends with truce. You know, happy things come in. There are a lot of conflicts in this relationship. There are many issues, financial issues, but someone is going to change their point of view. Just when you think things are not going to change, this situation is beyond redemption, something changes. I'm getting such a strong message on that. La Costanza. And the reason this change occurs is because your partner realizes that your love, your bond, is something which is there for the long term constancy. Um, and there's going to be a huge change. I think it's going to come as a huge surprise, a huge shock even to the person, because who was the person who's witnessing this change, because you never expected this to happen. You had, if this is your partner, a very difficult person to deal with, then you were not expecting it. You were all set. Your bags were packed. You were ready to go. But one fine day you wake up and something changes. The tower falls down. Death happens. A huge transformation happens, and someone sees the light. It's the strangest reading. I don't think I've ever given a reading like this before, but a good one. So, as I said, I do want to take a look at your partner's energies as well, Taurus. So, tell me about Taurus's partner. What is their energy? How do they actually feel in this whole situation? And I have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Sorry. So the Queen of Swords in the upright is actually a person whose communication is very strong. And in the reverse, I feel that this person is holding off on communication, sort of giving you the silent treatment. And I feel the silent treatment is because the person realizes that he or she is in the wrong. And look what I got: death. The person, he or she is contemplating a major change, going through a major change. Something massive is happening in this person's life, in this person's perspective. It's going to change. It's like a light bulb comes on, and I have the Ace of Wands, which is coming in. It's in the reverse. It's a brand new passionate beginning, and it's coming in a little slow. That's what I get with the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Just want to have a look at the bottom of the deck. I have the Five of Swords yet again. So, yes, your partner also feels the conflict as strongly as you do, but your partner does want to make a huge change. I want to see what this Ace of Wands is in the reverse. I'm going to take a different deck for this. Okay, let me go with this one. Tell me about the Ace of Wands for Taurus's partner. I want to know about the Ace of Wands in the reverse for Taurus's partner. Why is the Ace of Wands in the reverse for Taurus's partner? Tell me. So on the Ace of Wands, I actually get the Prince of Wands. All these cards are in the reverse. The Prince of Wands in the reverse. A fiery, passionate energy, but I feel that maybe your partner might be a fire sign, But I feel that the person is learning to control his or her fiery instincts. I get the Empress in the reverse. I feel that this person sees that you are not being your usual loving and affectionate self because of all the conflict, and the Magus in the reverse again. This person wants to manifest something new into your relationship, but something is holding him or her back. The person is afraid to express himself because he or she feels that you may not be open to the idea. So the message I'm getting is, Taurus, if you feel this relationship is worth going ahead with, worth investing in, do keep the communication open. Do listen to what your partner has to say, because there may be some surprising things that may be said this month. Uh, I want to know where this relationship is going. So tell me, near future, guys, near future, because things will change and do change. So I want to know what exactly is going to happen in this relationship in the near future. Where is this going? I have the second chakra, and the Archangel Ariel is the governing angel for this. So I feel this is the sacral chakra. It's about a grounding energy, and I feel that this relationship, like I got the Ten of Pentacles in the first spread, I do feel this relationship gives both of you a sense of grounding, a sense of balance, a sense of home. And that's the reason both of you all are actually willing to put effort into this relationship. I have the yin and yang. Yeah, that's what I got. Both of you actually balance each other out. You realize that in spite of all the conflicts, you guys do balance each other out. Yes, this relationship is going to need work. Both of you all will have to learn to balance out your energies, to work a little harder, because it's not easy. You all are opposites. If one is a strong male energy, one is a very strong female energy. So it takes a lot of effort to balance out the two energies. Deceit, With this card, the message I'm getting, an interesting message I'm getting is that stop being deceitful and stop hiding yourselves. Whatever and whoever you are, present yourself to your partner the way you are, and I feel that that'll just help to balance out the relationship much better. And if there is any material deception, any sort of financial irregularities that are going on, either one of you is indulging in that. I feel that that is going to come into the open and it needs to be dealt with. An interesting message. I want to take a couple of cards for single Tauruses to see what's going to happen, what do they need to change in their lives, if anybody is coming into their lives, and yeah, give me some messages for a single Taurus. The single Taurus. Male or female, doesn't matter. Give me some messages for the single Taurus. Yeah. Give more. So I feel, Taurus, if you are alone and looking for someone, uh, give more of yourself. I'm getting this message repeatedly with earth signs that earth signs are being very material, very grounded, and are not paying attention to the emotional sides. They're not showing the emotional sides to the people they want to communicate with. So be more open, show your loving, affectionate side, and not just the material side. Um, be more communicative. Love your body. With this, I'm getting the message that maybe you need to start visiting a gym if you're not already visiting one to get your body into shape in case that is required. Or I'm also getting, maybe you'll meet your future partner at a clothing store or something to do with fitness. So maybe those are the activities you should start looking into. Decide the outcome. You or your partner to be might be in the legal field. That's what I'm getting. Say yes. I got this message very strongly, Taurus. Say yes to new opportunities. Anything that comes in, which is new and exciting and different, and which challenges you, say yes to that. And that's how you'll meet somebody new and exciting. And take a breather. If it's work that is keeping your nose to the grindstone, guys, it's time to take a break, take a breather, look around, look up. You may meet your partner at your workplace also if you just give yourself time to take a break. So these are the messages for the single Tauruses. And finally, guys, I just want to take one card from the Goddess Guidance deck um, to give you some message and some guidance for this upcoming month. It will apply for single as well as couple Tauruses. And I have Ostara. It says fertility. For me, when I look at this card, I see a lot of I see a bountiful woman. She has her basket which is filled. She's actually scattering the seeds of future things that are going to grow, and she's surrounded by the stars. There are flowers in her hair, so it's a card of abundance. If you're in a relationship, I do feel if you're willing to put the effort, put the seeds in and let them grow, water them and let them grow, let the relationship grow. There's a lot of abundance that's going to come in, and for the single ones as well, um, I do see that your future partner is going to be a very abundant and a very giving person. But I also feel with this card, the same message as in the previous spread for single Tauruses, that you need to put the seeds out for a relationship to sprout. You need to give more. You need to show yourself more. You need to invest more of yourself. Show your loving, caring side, and that's the way you'll find a very fruitful and a rewarding relationship. So, guys, those were your messages for this month. Hope they resonated with at least a few of you. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Please comment. And I'm sending love and light your way. Hope to see you soon. Thanks a lot for joining me. Do take care of yourselves. Bye.